What's up, man? T-Rell, and I got my boy Trevor here to co-host with me, and I got my special guest Boo Johnson in the building, man. Yes,
What's the deal,
sir,
bro? Thanks
man.
for having me, for real, man.
Yes,
It's
sir,
been
man.
it was meant to happen,
You
honestly.
are really legendary.
Nah, bro.
No, you're really legendary in the culture. You so legendary. I mean, look for me. I mean, I know Tony Hawk or whatever the case may be. Tony Hawk, the game. I love you to death. You know what I'm saying? Whole little shit. Skateboard here and there. There go some skaters. But one day the homie was like, "Nah, look at him," because I'm into, I'm into fashion,
Yeah.
you know, dressing and the whole little shit, and then I see you. So I like to connect with different people, that's familiar with me, like
100%. You culture, bro. You're a
yeah.
definition of culture.
So I look and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, let me follow skating then. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We bringing
Yeah.
we bringing the spice to it, and keeping it raw. Like off top, I'm 100% skateboarder. Shout out to Jay Adams, but at the root of it, I like expanding. I'm in the streets, streetwear. I'm my own artist. I like just being different.
Yeah, cause I was like, man, I definitely have something in common with this man. You feel me? Like I can fuck with it. I can see what's going on. Like, robbing big. I mean, it's
Yeah.
different still. Like it's skaters out here. Like I'm looking at all the skate culture period, but I need somebody to tap into. Like, and you was that guy for me. Then I start going down a rabbit hole. You feel me? With me, I'm like, doing my whole little research on you and shit
Hmm.
like that, and I'm like, okay, this is the guy. And then one day you hit me
Yeah.
like out the blue, and I was like,
Well, what
damn.
it is, bro? My girl, she's cool with your lady's sister, Chelsea.
Yeah, yeah.
And my girl's also a fan and supporter of your lady, Sorella. She's always on the corner of Sorella doing her little shopping. And one day my girl's like, oh, her hubby be following you. I was like, oh, T-Rell, like, oh, no way. Like, checked you out on the gram, and I fucked with what you had going, like you in the streets, you made it out the mud, and you in the studio putting on, and you're also such a positive family man, bro. Like you really put your family out there, you show the grind, and you show like the ups and downs and what it takes to be a real father figure, and what you do for your family is huge, bro. A lot of people don't put their family out there or even like put them on game to be a better person, and I see you guys are a team couple, you guys are hustling, anything that goes wrong with your lady or the shop, you the first man to speak up on it. Y'all niggas leaving
Yeah.
trash on my block. Y'all niggas not supporting me. Like y'all want to go over here, go over there. Like you speak your word, and it's real. A lot of people out here don't do that. They keep their family in the
In the
shadows.
tub, yeah.
In the tub, and you don't do that, bro. And I respect that as a man. You feel me? Because I haven't started my family yet, but when I do start my family, I want everyone to know who my family is and who I'm riding for at the end of the day. You big, bro. You could fuck with whoever you want at the end of the day, even though your girl's popping. But men, we got egos. We feel some type of way, this and that. And we could stir right real easily,
Yeah.
but you keep it in line, you stay parallel, and I respect that. You feel me? So that's how I got connected with you. I'm like, oh, this dude's real as fuck. Like,
Oh,
I
I
like what
really
he got
appreciate
going.
that because that's some real organic shit coming from both of us. Like, and
Yeah.
I never met you. I think I met you one time.
Yeah, facts,
And
bro.
still, like, shit, what's up, nigga? Like, I've been fucking with you.
And that's organic love, and that's
yeah,
how it should be. Like, people are so, like, nowadays they're so envy of people, or like you said, I appreciate you saying what, I seen him, went down the rabbit hole, and like, I look at you and you skate, that I fuck with that. And I appreciate that for real. Like, that's a lot of people ain't got the guts to even say that, especially in California. Everyone's so cool guy and on their own tip where they can't show organic love, dog. And it's kind of sad, but at least we playing our part in being genuine.
yeah, it's fine. But I mean, like I said, I did go down that rabbit hole, but just for me, for myself, like I just wanted to know just a little bit more about you, and like where you grew up at, you know, and how was it growing up, you know, out of Southern California or whatever the case may be. Like, I just want to start from the beginning, like the Boo Johnson.
Yeah, let's go back. So I originally, you know, I was born in Lancaster, California. I grew up in a small town called Tehachapi, California. Small little valley mountain town, you know, majority white people, you know. My pops and the Johnsons moved out there when he was younger. Grew up out there. My dad's a gangster, so he ran that whole town. You know, my mom's a little hippie lady, very sweet. So I was growing up, you know, I played both sides of the field. You know, my dad, he did his thing, so we didn't have to do that. So he supported me in every lane, you know. And my mom, she wanted me to do every sport, soccer, football, you name it. You know, I was very active and kind of just I lived a normal childhood dream. You know, I was doing my thing. We were definitely like, I didn't grow up with money at all, but we still like were able to do whatever we want. My mom didn't force anything on us, you know, and that was the coolest part growing up, you know.
How'd you get into skateboarding?
Well, I got into skateboarding from really my Uncle Sean. You know, he was just like a little punk dude, you know, had like a shorty's board in the back of his trunk that he blessed me and my little brothers with. We're messing around on that. Then we kind of just like stuck with it. You know, my little brother, Isaiah, he was really the organic shredder who really I was playing football when he really pursued his career. Then he started traveling a little bit. He started going down south to San Diego, Simi Valley, skating on these contests called castle contests. And I was kind of getting a little jealous, you feel me? They were going down south. I was like, fuck, hold on, where y'all going every weekend, you feel me? So I eventually like steered away from football around 7th, 8th grade. You know, I was like, I'm kind of like over this whole situation. Let me really focus on the skate shit, and started joining my little brother, and we started doing these castle contests, start hitting the streets and just developing like my own style and meeting cool people down south. And
Let's rewind back to your dad being a gangster and him running Lancaster.
Pops was, you know, he's a G. I've learned a lot from him, you know, and he's always been a real positive dude, you know. Like nowadays he stays away from all that. You know, Hood Day came up the other day, and he had dinner plans with his new wifey. And
so it's a gang in Lancaster?
No, he's from out here in like Compton and Watts, not Mafia. So he did his shit out here. Then he moved out towards Lancaster, and he really is Tehachapi in Bakersfield. He lives in Bakersfield now, and he still runs Bakersfield. He does his thing out there, but he kind of like stays away from all that. You know, he got his little goons and this and that, but he's more on the family man vibes, you know, big dude, bro. Like, you see my Pops, you wouldn't even think he's my Pops, man.
Yeah.
Late happy birthday to Pops, man. He just turned, I think, 50. He was born in 71, so I think he'll be 51 or 52.
But that's dope, though, that Pops came from that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and came from that area, then, you know, and then where you guys grew up, and he kept you away from that shit, like, because, you know, in some of these households, you know, even like, you know, the minority households or, you know, black households, like if you have one person that's come from that, you know, that upbringing, it still kind of like leaks on to your children and shit like that. Yeah, like
100%. You kind of want to follow in your Pop's footsteps and this and that. He wouldn't allow that. You know, he wouldn't even let us throw up the West Side when we with him. You know, like that wasn't a thing. So big shout outs to him, because he you know, he'll pull up to my football games. He'll just want me to do my best, you know. He was a big-time football player, too, man. He was about to get drafted to the Raiders, but, you know, he got caught up in his whole situation, went to jail, this and that, and kind of, you know, chose a different path. And he's cool with that, you know. He wouldn't take back, you know, I talk to him every day, you know, and he says, man, he'll never change anything, you know. I think God directed him in the path that chose him, and he's not mad with it.
How many brothers and sisters you got?
I got a lot of brothers and sisters, honestly. Like, well, like majority, a lot of them are like different moms. You feel me? My dad's motherfucking pimp, dog. My dad's a pimp, you feel me? But like my closest family, there's 6 of us, you feel me, in the household, you know.
Oh, with mom, with your mom.
Yeah, we got Lavelle, we got Isaiah, we got Sophia, we got Alicia, and Lil Keelan.
And you were the only one that chose skateboarding?
Well, it was me and Isaiah, but I'm the only one who really took it on, you know, who really stuck with it. I had a lot of drive and a lot of passion that I don't know what it was, man. I loved it, you know. I think from playing sports so much, no one really played sports like I did. I took it pretty serious, you know. I was kind of honed into it, but like I always say, man, my coaches were always assholes telling me do this, do that, and yeah, it kind of like built my what's that word I'm looking for? My discipline, you know. But at the end of the day, skateboarding, I was able to do my own thing, bro. I was able to tell myself how to kickflip, how to 180, and I had to pick my own self up and figure out what I was doing wrong and what I had to do right.
Was there even like a scene out in Lancaster?
No, there's a scene in Lancaster, but
Or
my
Tehachapi?
roots is Tehachapi. It was a small skate scene, bro, but we did have a sick skate park out there. You know, the skate park was dope, and back then there's a handful of skateboarders, bro. Especially big shout out to Terry LaRue. He was a filmer that filmed for this local skate shop back in Lancaster, Pharmacy Board Shop. That's
The one you own now in Long Beach?
exactly. That was my first sponsor, Pharmacy Board Shop, and he filmed for them. So he seen me and my little brother and my homie Brett really doing our thing, and he would take us out to Lancaster, Bakersfield. We started skating, we started filming, and actually stacking clips. You feel me? We eventually put together a little sponsor me tape. That's when back in the day you actually had to put together a tape to send to the sponsor to get hooked up. Couple months went by, we got something dope together, presented it to the owners over at Pharmacy, Jeremy and Donnie, and they're like, yo, these kids are the future, you feel me? And ever since then, we got put on. I was about 15, you know.
If the skating scene was small back then, like, who were your inspirations?
Oh, man, I had a handful of inspirations, like same cast that were from the desert, like the Brian Herman's like, that was my dude who I looked up to. Leo Romero. All these dudes were from the desert. Like
You guys skated the same
Victorville.
park type of thing?
Nah. They were like 2 hours north or like northwest from me in Victorville. But they skated for Pharmacy Board Shop. So that's how I was like connected to them. They skated for Baker Skateboards. That was like one of the first. Baker 3 was one of the first skate videos that I really honed into. And I was like, oh, damn, these motherfuckers are sick. Dude had like the illest style, bro. He just looked different, you know, than Antoine Dixon. He was from out there.
It's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, bro. Like you can't go wrong with that. Like, that was big candy back then.
Facts.
So really, like Brian Herman, Antoine Dixon, they just brought a whole new flavor to the game back then.
Well, you had to make
2000s.
that's crazy that you had to make that tape and build those clips and then send them in to sponsors, like, and then like, was your first sponsor like the biggest sponsor, DGK?
No, my DGK came down the line. Yeah, it came down the line. My first sponsor was Pharmacy Board Shop. Then
And how long were you in the game before you get that first sponsorship? Like a couple years?
yeah, a couple years. You
'Cause
know,
it takes some time.
It does, bro. Like you get, you know, a lot of people nowadays get shut down. You know, you got especially these days because there's so many skateboarders and everyone's so good, bro. Like.
We'll just post a clip to Instagram
Yeah,
and be
and
known.
That's
you know?
that's a new thing now. You know, it's very very easy. But back then it was cool because we filming with VXs. You know, we had little tapes that we had to take back home, download the footage to the computer, edit it, put it back on a CD, then like send it. You feel me? And it was a whole process, but that's what made it cool. That's what built my passion for it. You know, following those steps, like.
Yeah, 'cause I came
was
across
different.
Blood Money.
Oh yeah. That was my going pro part.
Yeah.
So that's DGK gave me my first professional board, and that's like kind of when my life took a little shift, and I started elevating and changing the game a little bit. You know.
How long did it take you to go from like Pharmacy to Element though? Because didn't you do like the Future Nature stuff?
Yeah.
too?
So Pharmacy is a board shop.
Okay.
So with all skate companies, you usually get sponsored by a board shop. You know, that's like your first sponsor that hooks you up with everything. You feel me? Because they carry every company in the industry. So that's like your main sponsor. Then you're able to get one shoe sponsor. You're able to get one board sponsor, one clothing sponsor, and you go from there. So I got on Pharmacy, then I got on Element Skateboards. You feel me? So Element, I rode out with Element for a good like 3-4 years, dog. You know, I was rocking with Nyjah Huston, Chase Webb, Mark Alpier, all these dope ass OG pros that been in the game forever, dog. Like, it was crazy. And like, funny story too, like when I go on Element, you know, me as a young buck, Nyjah Huston was
The GOAT.
the
still,
GOAT,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He went pro when he was what, like 11 years old. So, and he was on Element, and I was so young. I was like, oh man, there's no way I'll get on Element. Like, they already got Nyjah Huston. He skates goofy. Like, I skate goofy. Like, there's no way I could get on Element, you know. And years later, I turned AM for Element. I'm traveling the world with Nyjah, and you know, calling my shots over there. You know, getting paid and living my dream, traveling to Paris, going here, going there.
Yeah, I know at one point skateboard was at its height, and
Yeah.
then it took a dip.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, it came back. Like, how did you transition into that? Like, because I know a lot of people couldn't survive that shit. Like, I was talking to my homie, which was, you know, his name was Lizard King.
Oh yeah, you know Lizard. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
How
he
do you know
lived.
he
Lizard
lived up
King?
to this shit, right?
That was
like-
the super crib. I was on super too. Like, bro, I traveled the world with Lizard King. That's
Wow, that's hard.
that's my young.
That's so crazy because he was living back there for a minute. I didn't even know he skate.
Yeah.
I spoke to him every morning.
Yeah.
What's
What?
the deal? Every day. Look,
didn't even know
I didn't
that.
Oh,
even
bro,
know.
that Supra had a crib right behind Sorella. They had like a nice little crib that they paid for, so anyone that
Wow.
rode for Super and Crew, they could live there. And Lizard posted there for
For a minute.
For a minute.
For a minute, dog. And he spoke to me every day. And
He's
then one
such
day,
a genuine dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
looks
was
crazy as
cool.
fuck.
He's
but
legendary too.
dog,
Like, that's
and,
sick.
and they be like, "Hey, Lizard!" Like people come take pictures of him and stuff. I'm
You're
like,
like, who
"Oh,
the
bro,
fuck
you
is
cool?"
this?
Like, yeah, like. And then one day I seen him on a skateboard. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, he's raw, bro.
I was like,
Wow.
"Bro," and he was like, "No, bro, I really skate." Now I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, he
but
got
yeah.
signature this, signature that. Like,
Yeah, but
really
he was
does it.
telling me, you know, it was like he was like, bro, it's hard. You know,
Yeah.
the sponsorships and shit like this not the same.
Yeah.
You can't go, you know, get paid the same no more. Like people aren't reaching out the same, so
Yeah.
it's getting hard out here. You
It's
know,
like the
so-
rap game, you know. You gotta,
Yeah.
have, you gotta, you know,
Like,
it's
did it
cutthroat.
affect you any?
Well, it did. You know, I've lost plenty of sponsors. You know, I got kicked off Mountain Dew. Supra went out of business, and those were big checks. You know, but in my lane, I kind of maneuvered to modeling, doing a little bit of acting, and I kind of like always been taking photos and kind of like shifting what I could pursue in life. So when situations like that did happen, if I did lose a sponsor, you know, I still got income coming through over here, over there. You know, I'm constantly, since a young buck, Pops taught me, you always gotta have different sources of income, you know?
For a young skater though, how would what's some of the advice that you would tell them to, you know what I'm saying, to get paid from a sponsor? Like what steps do you take? Like what do you do to get those big checks and stay in line?
Honestly, you gotta come correct. You gotta sit back and understand what you got different to offer these companies. Because at the end of the day, what I always tell these companies, I know you guys are selling or making money with me or without me. But look, this is what I could do for you guys. This is what I think this is the direction we could do. This is the collaboration we could do to push and elevate you guys just a little bit more. You know, you gotta come through with a plan, you know? Like a lot of people just reach out to companies for a check, like, yo, you know, check out my video, this and that. But like I said earlier, there's so many good skateboarders out here in this world, even younger kids that are way better than me, but you got to be able to come through with a plan and something different that's going to be able to elevate that company.
And what type of plan would you kind of have? Like just give them a little bit of sauce.
It honestly depends. It's really like your own creative ideas. You know, everyone's different. Everyone has their own creative path, and I think I try to think of something dope, something new. You know, even though I feel like everything's been done, you know, but I try to just bring some new heat, new styles or new ideas to a shoe or you know, I did a collaboration, you know, I got a crazy deal with Boohoo Man, you know, and I'm designing all types of different clothing with them that it's relevant, but it's not in the skate industry, you know. So I'm like, look, this is what's hot over here in the fashion industry, but the skate scene hasn't seen this. So let's try to do it over here. Or what I've been bringing to the table is positivity or and health, you know. I always tell people, you gotta stay healthy so you gotta get healthy, or you gotta feed the mind so you don't just look like an average unconscious Joe out here. You know, I've been really honing in to myself and just what could I bring value to myself so I could bring value to other people. And I think the health tip has really motivated not only myself but others around me, and people see that, you know.
I know you just said you had to have other streams of income, and you said you were doing the modeling thing. I think you got signed to IMG. I think, yeah.
Bro.
But it's just like, did they reach out or did you know?
Well, with IMG, so so what happened was Madonna's photographer Ricardo reached out to me, and he's super tied in with the homegirl Netta that's like top tier at IMG. And whatever, Ricardo liked my style. He's like, yo, you down to shoot? Got out with him, caught a vibe, you know, he was feeling what he's seen, and next thing you know, he's like, yo, I think I'm gonna reach. He's like, are you signed to anyone? I was like, nah, you know, I just do this for fun. And you know, he's like, well, I love your style, let me reach out to someone over at IMG. 2 days later, I get a call from this lady Netta, and she's like, yo, I would love to sign you to IMG. Let's get the ball rolling.
That's super dope, you know?
And like
that's super dope.
I talk to so many people, and they're like, bro, that's huge, you know.
What's IMG?
IMG's a modeling
agency.
Oh, okay.
A modeling agency. Yeah, it's real big though. But I tell people all the time, like, if you're a rapper, actor, anything like that, like, fashion really keeps you in the game. If you like super tied in, like, fashion keeps you in the game because they putting you out there all the time.
Yeah.
You get to shoot with all these sick ass photographers. You like in these sick ass spreads, like that shit really keeps you out. Like those fashion shows and all of that shit. Like, bro, like that puts the name. Like, that's how I got in tune with you. Like,
okay,
that's what I'm saying. Like the fashion shit. Like,
exactly. You start
like, I start getting in tune with like who you really were. You feel me? Like that fashion shit really put a stamp on it. So
Facts.
like IMG, like to get signed to that as a skater too, like that's some sick ass shit.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. And it's a blessing. You know, it was really a blessing in disguise. And I think just doing what I do, like I say, man, whatever you want, it's a law of attraction. If you want it, it'll eventually find you. It might take a week, it might take a month, it might take 2 years, but it will eventually find you if you put it out there. And it came back around, you know? Like IMG, you got Wiz signed to it, you got Big Dog signed to it, dog, where it's like, fuck, skateboarder like me, like, let's go, man. Like, shit, I just did the Coach Fashion Week. That was my first, like, actual fashion week, pulling up, fully dressed, like, feeling good. I'm like, damn, let's go. Like,
yeah, no, that's super dope, though.
First class to New York, first class back home. I'm like, compared to skateboarding, I'm over here flying fucking back class, dog. I'm in the van with a bunch of homies. Like,
you ever get the homie, like, skaters hating on that?
Well, yeah, bro. Like, I feel like even early on when I was posting, like, cool modeling photos, you know, I got to deal with, like, Fashion Nova early on when they were popping and doing these Boohoo deals. Like, people be hating, you know, but it's all good. You know, the checks are coming in, dog.
Sure.
Hold on, so you getting slack from the other skaters?
Like,
bro,
skaters
skating
will see that and be like, kind of like, they'll hate on it.
Yeah, bro. I got my Stizzy deal. I was over at the Diamond store not too long ago. I had some kid come up to me like, yo, those Stizzy commercials you doing, you gotta cut that shit out, bro. That shit corny.
What?
I'm like, that shit corny, bro. Like, are you paying me $5,000 a month?
Just a kid off the street.
You know, I've seen them a few times, but no one that's like close to me. Because if he was close to me, he wouldn't have said that. He'd be like, bro, keep eating.
Yeah,
stack that bread and save that bread. You know.
Hold on, it's skater beef out here.
Well, it's just like
it's respect because skating is core, bro.
Yeah,
it's raw.
Cool.
You know, it's thrasher. You want to keep.
But even you got
are-
Thrasher doing Lacoste collabs
yeah,
now
bro.
too.
No,
And shit.
it's
So it's like I
they
feel like
slowly jumping into
the
fashion.
climate has gotten
It's
a lot
like,
more.
Did
know-
did the Thrasher thing lose like a little credibility? You know what I'm saying? After a while, 'Cause-
Man, my first pro board was a DGK Thrasher board. Like no one could tell me nothing, dog. Like the
Right.
owner of Thrasher is my dog. Big shout out to Tony. Like
Yeah.
that's why I don't. You can't take away from me. You know, I'm in my own lane and I stay focused. And you know, if someone's has something to say, bro, that's their own problem. You know, that has nothing to do with me. If you ain't paying my bills, bro, I don't want to hear no type of hating. You know,
But no, you gotta respect the grind, and then
Yeah,
you know
bro.
how you just moving and how you just elevating every time. Like you said, like with the business with me and my girl, like and not a lot of skaters take heed to like what I'm finna start my own shit.
Yeah.
Or I need my own shit. It's just focused mainly on sponsorship and who can give me the check and what can I do. Like it's nothing based on like what can I do for myself. Like
Yeah.
you didn't know you can actually sell this shit yourself.
Yeah.
Like and you took a step out of it. You like hold on, I'm finna get out this box. I need
100%.
this. You know?
Even with like pharmacy, you know, I got my own pharmacy in Long Beach now, and they were my first sponsor. Now the tables turned, and they came to me. You know, I moved to Long Beach about 15 years ago. You know, that's home base. That's family over there now, and they're like, "Yo, you've been in Long Beach so long. Like, what do you think about opening a shop out there?" I'm like, "Let's go." You know, say no mas. And now we got people from up north or from the north side, from the west side, and on the east side pulling up to the shop and showing organic love because we there for the people, we there for the community, and we got the city working in there, you know?
Yeah, because tell me the feeling it gives you, like, to have your own shit and to have kids come through and, to be selling this shit, this boards, you get to give advice and things like that.
It's honestly awesome, bro. It's different, you know? I love it, you know? But that's what God put me on this earth for, to, like, work for what I got. And now it's time to serve and be here for the next people. You know, I got my best friend, Slinks, managing the shop with Matt Allen. I got my little bro, Big Gas, holding down in there. The homegirl, Kay. You know, it's all community strive. And when the little kids are coming in here, you know, they be tripping. Oh, I told you Boo J would be here. I told you. You know, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm always here, dog. Like, anytime you guys need something, pull up. You know, if I see little homies in there, they need help, I'm right there. You know, a lot of people in California that got a name for themselves, they're they're not touchable. They make themselves so like exclusive where it's like, oh, you know, like I'm big time type vibe. Like you'll catch me in the city all day walking the street. I'll be stretching on the block, on the floor, you know, where anyone could buy, oh, what's good, Boo J, you know? And I love giving my time to whoever it is to just conversate about life, advice, and just being woke with what's going on. You know, I want to be a real genuine person. And, you know, if all this shit was taken away from me, no one could say, like, oh, this nigga Boo thought he was fucking hot shit. Like, nah, bro, I've been the same ever since Element days, you know?
Yeah, I want to go back to those Element days. Like, what was the decision like going from Element to DGK? Because those are like kind of two polar opposite brands. You know what I'm saying? Like, between like identity and like what they kind of represent.
I like that you said that, man, because that was huge. Like, you know, on Element, I was that urban fucking.
Yeah, it's like a nature vibe, clean cut. You know,
for sure. And like, I still carry those traits, you know. And I think that's what DGK liked. You know, they had nothing but that real East Coast flavor, baggy pants, and just OG. You know, Stevie Williams. That was the style. But when I talked to Eli Gold and Troy Morgan and Brad, the top dogs, they were. You know, they needed that. You know, they wanted something different. Like, even Stevie Williams, bro. When I first when I was making that transfer, Stevie's like, stay on Element, you know? Stevie was on Element back in the day. And he's like, you know what? Like, just stay on Element. Like, don't even stress on it. But his partner, he was like, yo, we need you.
Was that conflicting? I mean,
it was kind of like when he was like, you feel me? Like, not really pushing it. I was like, damn.
Does
like,
he really want me on the team?
Yeah,
type shit?
like, but in my heart, I was like, DGK is me, bro. I came from nothing, you know? Like, yeah, I got this, like, mellow energy, and I come with, like, grace, but this is a calling, you know, and I made that decision. You know, I signed that contract and went to the dark side, and it's been great ever since. I'm honestly blessed I made that decision because Element, it's weird. Element goes through these cycles where they have a fire team for like 5 years, then they kick everyone off or everyone just quits. And when I was on Element, we had Evan Smith, we had Julian Davidson, all these fucking amazing skaters. Yeah. No one's on the team now, dog. And everyone's paycheck got cut. So I'm like, oh my God, thank God. I went over to DGK, got the hottest boards, got an amazing check, getting royalties on my boards. Like, it's been amazing. I got my own creative space over there. You know, they listen to everything. So it was a big change, but a big change for the better, honestly.
At any time during that, did you face any like type of discrimination as far as, you know, being like one of the top black skaters out here? You know what I'm saying?
Not really, man. Like,
I feel like it'd probably be more into Tehachapi just skating with all the white people.
Yeah, facts. Like, but that's what it was, yeah, bro. Right? Like, to go back to those days, you know, I was always in the middle. Like, cliche to say, but not black enough for my homies or not white enough for the Tehachapi people. So I'm very in the middle. I'm neutral, bro. Like, you can't catch me off guard. Yeah, my mom's white and my dad's black, but I know how to work both tables, dog. You know, I'll sit down in the office and be the governor, or I'll sit down with my niggas and talk shit, you know, shoot some dice.
And skaters generally are like open arms to people. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. You're gonna get judged for like your shoes or something before you get judged on your skin. At the skate park,
for sure.
Like, or just how you skate before how you look type shit.
100%. But I don't have any enemies really in the skate industry, bro. I've never had that beef where I'm hating on someone unless someone's just talking shit on me. Like, other than that, I got love for all skaters, and all pros fuck with me, bro. Like, from all my dudes that I looked up to, P-Rod, Stevie Williams, Josh Kalis, like Mikey Taylor, like you name any pro, those are my dogs, man. Like, it's crazy. Tony Hawk, like Tony Hawk follows me on Instagram.
Oh, that's a bar.
Dog, you feel me? Like,
that's
Tony
a bar.
Like, I used to play video games on Tony Hawk, and now he commenting on my stuff, watching my videos. Like, it's awesome, bro. Like, at least I think I might be doing something right.
I like you said, the kid came up to you like, oh, you need to cut that shit out, the stizzy shit. Like,
yeah, I mean, you remember that, T? My boy was there. I was just like,
so a lot of skaters are anti shit. Like, cause I'll probably be hype beast.
Too cool.
I was a skater, I'm hype beast off the game.
Yeah. I'm wearing this.
Yeah, I got Supreme on me. I might come. I'm the nigga that's gonna come with all the equipment.
Yeah, thank you, bro. That's how I feel. Like, even people hate on Supreme. Like, it's like, I'm a fan of Supreme. Like, I'll buy Supreme shit. I'll still go in the store. I'll go to London. They bless me with all types of Supreme shit. I go into the LA store. They hook it up every now and then. But when you're rocking it, people want to hate when it's like, bro, they made a name for themselves.
Why
like,
be anti though?
Because people are just, they feel like they have something like to say or prove. But in my heart, I'm just like, if you ain't got nothing, like what your mama would say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Like, if you're not bringing something to the table, shut the fuck up,
yeah,
dog.
because wouldn't you want to skate for Supreme? Like, if you were a skater, like...
bro, I would love to skate for Supreme. I think that's huge.
It's more of just, like, keeping it in skateboarding. Like, you were exposed not through skateboarding. Like, Supreme, right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like... That was the conversation, you know what I'm saying? It was never about, like, oh, you skate, I don't want you rocking. Like, you're just, like, keeping it... like skateboarding.
Cool. Like, you a skateboarder, bro.
Yeah,
you know, like, people be saying I'm a sellout. You know, that's why it's like, oh, you doing these Sizzy videos, bro? Like, what does that have to do with skateboarding? Are you doing Boohoo, like Fashion Nova? What does that have to do with?
Like, when Nike came into the game, people weren't really fucking with Nike at first. So people still don't fuck with it in skateboarding sometimes, you know.
So what do you want me to do? Stay poor or?
Yeah, thank you, bro. It's like the skate community is so small, and unless you're Nyjah Huston or P-Rod, or you're skating all these contests, which I don't like doing, because contest goes back to like typical sports. You're battling your best friends, like, oh, I'm better than you, or I got these tricks, and it's just too much pressure, you know? I'm like, I'd rather stay in the streets, lay low, use what I know I could use and stack this bread, bro. Like you in the skate industry, you only got a certain window. You know, I'm about to be 30 next year, dog. Like I've been doing this shit since I was 15.
Is that old in the skating industry though?
Low key, yeah. Like, yeah. How long do you think you could
yeah,
jump
you
on a
can't go
skateboard
crazy
for, dog?
too long. Like that shit.
I mean,
wears
a
your body
nigga as long
down.
as Tony Hawk go, you niggas better
I
go.
know,
He got a
I
game.
Yeah, like dog.
Man, but with that, he skates straight skates transition. So he's like hitting. I feel like it's just
A little less impact than straight skating.
little less impact.
He takes way bigger slams, I would say.
Yeah, cause like think about Danny Way, bro. That motherfucker's done broke every.
You ever hit
bone
the
in
mega
his-
ramp?
Nah.
At
dog.
Woodward?
Nah, too big. So at the end of the day, yeah, it's still crazy as fuck.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know, bro. You can only skate for so long. I was just telling my boy in the parking lot, like, fuck, man, I've been running and cycling a lot lately. You know, the other day I did 52 miles on my bike. Went to Huntington, went over here, went over there, made it back to Long Beach. I'm like, 52 miles, let's go. Next day, I'll be running 5 to 15 miles, just getting it in.
Nah, tell Boo don't get old on me.
then when it comes, yeah, no, I'm doing old things.
52 miles on a bike. Nah, hell no.
I'll be fitted out. I'll be like looking a real cycler.
Y'all get Boo right now, nigga. This nigga said he did 52 miles on a bike. Nigga, fuck no. You better go out here and do some ollies,
But
nigga.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yesterday I ran in the morning, then I went skating in the afternoon. And how sore I was after skating, I'm like, fuck, dog. Like,
Okay,
what's next? Like,
yeah.
what am I gonna be able to do next?
So
this
actually, we
skating-
gotta work out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
actually,
no matter
you do
how
have to work out.
you got to maintain,
Yeah,
bro.
you
Like,
definitely do.
You got to maintain the body and just make sure you have that endurance. But fuck the endurance, dog. I could go all day, but when it comes to jumping over a 10 stair or over a pole 100 times trying this trick, landing on concrete over and over, hitting your shins with your board, popping your board up, hitting your hand. It's just a whole nother feeling on the body where I go back home, I'm just like, fuck. I need the ice bath. I need to really relax because my whole body's fucked.
So I should be a little more lenient on Lil Wayne.
Nah.
I should be a little bit more lenient on Lil Wayne.
Bro,
Because he's a little older and still be doing this shit. Cause I'm like, nigga, you need to learn a new trick.
Have you ever been to a skate park? Have you guys ever been to a skate park?
His skate park in Miami? Yeah.
What's it like skating with Lil Wayne?
It's cool, bro. When I was on Mountain Dew, I skated with him like a handful of times. But he's cool, bro.
He's really passionate about it. He really skates.
That's
Like,
the only thing I will say. He's definitely passionate about it. He's definitely doing his thing. I think skateboarders really respect him.
Like, how long has he been skating for now? Like,
I think he's
minute,
a minute, dog. A minute.
It's not like he just jumped in it and was like, whatever.
Yeah.
He's still doing it. And that's where I give him all his respect, bro, because this
Get
shit
his
is
respect.
not easy, dog. It takes one false move, one freak accident to roll that ankle or break that leg, slip out, hit your head for it all to be done.
Because you had some major injuries.
Oh, yeah. Knees, concussion, staples.
You had the MCL.
Oh, yeah. My meniscus, I had surgery on my meniscus. My ACL, I didn't fully tear my ACL, but grade 2 tear on the ACL. Knees are fucked, bro. I'm about to go to Columbia, actually, to go visit Bio Accelerator. I'm about to get all types of cell treatment injected into my knees, my ankles.
Oh, so you balling.
All right, bro. Big shout out to all I gotta say. That's it.
Where did you say you was finna go get some treatment, bro? Because I don't know what.
Yeah, nah. That shit was a big check, but big shout out to Danny Way for making that happen.
What's
That's all I
the
gotta
biggest
say.
check you ever made from skating?
From skating? Fuck, bro. Probably like, I don't know. Probably like one of my board companies, like almost like 15 bands, you know?
Just one check?
Or like Mountain Dew check, you know? That was like a whole nother level.
How do you get a weed sponsor?
But when it comes to like fashion,
Yeah.
I'm getting big checks, dog. Like
Double that?
triple that, dog.
Triple that?
For like an hour of my time.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Whoever came up to that steezy shit, nigga, fuck you.
Hey, big shout out to IMG, dog. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, man. Like, and that's what I be saying. It's like, I love skateboarding, you know, but at the end of the day, there's not enough skateboarders out there to buy that many shoes or that many boards with my name on it that's gonna be able to buy me a house, you know, or it's just not possible. So I got to be able to work my way in these other lanes to.
I commend you.
Extra,
I definitely do commend
bread.
you because of skaters like TK that we looked up to. You know that unfortunately ran into problems and shit like that. Like and I know it's a lot of people out there that do that. Like so, I definitely commend you. Like, but have you had friends or skater friends that unfortunately come into some of those unfortunate paths they got to go down? And it kind of fucks up their career.
Oh yeah, and that's a sad thing, bro. In life, like you could work so hard for one thing to fuck up your whole career. But that's all it takes, That's all it takes. You only need to fuck up once, and that's why you gotta stay focused, stay conscious, and stay aware of what you're doing or what you're getting yourself into. Really.
You ever had any moments you wanted to quit?
I've had little moments, little breakdowns and dark moments where I'm just like, fuck, bro. Like, even yesterday when I got back from skating, I'm like, fuck. Like, I was telling my shorty, like, what's next for me? Like, yeah, there's modeling's everything. This modeling's cool. Like, skateboarding's amazing. I probably got like 5-10 more years in skateboarding, but it's like, I don't know how long my body could do this for, So, fuck.
Yeah, because what type of headspace you in? Because we don't want to lose you right now. 30 is not old.
Yeah, no.
30 is not old, dog.
Yeah. I feel so good, bro. Like I've been really honing into myself, like really taking such good care of myself. I've been pescatarian for it'll be 5 years in January. No red meat, no chicken, and even my fish, I'm like real light on. Like I'm really just trying to stay lean and clear-minded, dog. Even today, where's my phone? Let me look on my sobriety, my sober app. I'm 45 days, no weed, no alcohol, dog.
Was drugs like a big thing earlier in your career, just doing skating?
Yeah, I did my handful of my Hollywood nights. I had some really dark nights out there, doing my lines, I was real hooked on lean, Xanax. That was just an everyday thing, and I saw my career kind of like drifting away. I wasn't skating. I was just focused on girls and drugs at the end of the day. But I was able to snap out of that real quick, especially after I met my girl. She kind of got me on track with just dropping all the bullshit that really doesn't matter, and I just ended up just smoking and honing in on her and my health. We both went pescatarian together, and she started cooking at home. I'm eating good now. I'm like realizing what really matters. I'm looking at my Hollywood friends to this day doing the same shit, and I'm not trying to be like that. A lot of people go downhill the older they get, but I'm trying to be like David Goggins and get more beasts each and every year. Like you said, 30 is not old at all, dog. I'm feeling strong. I could send this for a minute, but it's just in the back of my head where I'm just like, fuck, like the body's hurt, like what?
Yeah, what do I do?
Yeah, let me line up some other shit just to stay woke. And that goes back to always being ahead of the game, like knowing you gotta line up your dominoes so you don't get stuck in that dark hole when something does go wrong, or I do get hurt, or one of my sponsors do drop me. I'm like, well, shit, at least I was prepared and I was thinking about this already.
Yeah, but I mean, you do got the store, and then the kids, you still motivating the kids. Mm-hmm. Like you still there for that. Like I think that's probably really your calling there. You know what 100%. I'm saying? Yeah, like I wouldn't be dwelling on like what's gonna happen if one of these people drop me. Like it's right in front of you to build. Like
I got my own company too, JHF. Just Have Fun. Got that LLC, and that's a slow. I've been rocking with that for a minute, and it's maintaining. I'm not making dooku money off of it, but it's a motto that's always with me, and my creative side is able to push that whenever I'm feeling, you know, and that's kind of my baby. That hopefully one day that shit do pop. You know, I just got into Zumiez stores. Big shout out to Zumiez.
Oh yeah, that's big.
Yeah, we got a couple doors in there.
Couple doors? Oh, you didn't get an all-store buy yet? Because
Nah,
they're
not
real
yet.
big
They're
on skate.
huge,
Yeah,
dog. They're huge, but I'm on my second line with them right now. So hopefully it catches on, you know.
Yeah, because I had that Tilly's account. I was trying to get in that Zumiez account. That Zumiez is really good. It's a lot of small stores. I mean, smaller stores, but they're really, like you said, the core fans, the skaters, and people are really in there.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got that line, but the more shit you got, the more shit they go buy.
I know, and that's the thing. I be slacking sometimes, man, because I be so focused on creating content for this company and this company. It's like, man, I need to really hone in on what I got pushing, but I don't want to leave all these people that have been supporting me for all these years in the dust. So, I'm there. I'm maintaining with it, and I'm gonna continue to push it and make sure I give the people what they want at the end of the day. But even with Zumiez, back to Zumiez, bro, it's like the everyday person, like some, skating, core skaters, they don't really fuck with Zumiez, but the everyday person, you could pop into Zumiez and go crazy because they got a little bit of everything. My boy Token, he runs one of the stores out there, and he be dressing fly. I
mean, that's a cool starter store, real quick.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Urban Outfitters for me too.
I was definitely
I'm like,
in the back of Zumiez getting boards out the fucking garbage can and shit for like 35 bucks and shit.
They bring the heat, dog. Like they know what they doing, and they got dope storefronts and accounts. So,
you want kids?
Oh yeah, I want at least 2 kids, bro. I want to be, I grew up in a big family, so I gotta be able to hold down some kids for sure.
So the young lady you with right now, you thinking about having kids with her?
Yeah, we will eventually for sure.
She cooked you that fish, and you said, you know what?
Yeah, she cooked me all my food. I'm like, you got the key to my heart.
She like, you know what? This fish crazy, man. We might as well just go ahead and get it cracking.
Hey, every girl's gonna be crazy. That's the thing. You gotta just figure out which one's gonna be good for you. They all wild, man. So.
At what point in your career did you feel like, you know what, I need to settle down? I'm doing way too much with these women, man, out here.
Man, recently, I've been with my girl for 5 years, and my mind still be going everywhere. But, like I always say to her, man, we gotta, each and every day, we gotta work for each other's love, Like one day, she could wake up and say, I don't fuck with you. You haven't been playing your part. Or I could wake up and be like, you know what? I don't like you. I'm over it. But that's not where I want to go. We got to, each and every day I wake up with a new mindset and just look at her and understand why I appreciate her and why I choose to love her and for her to be the one I need, So I think it's just a consistent work ethic for us to make that happen.
When you first started skating, was moms and everybody like super supportive of what you had going on?
Oh yeah, moms, grandma, pops, they were there from day one. No matter what we wanted to do, go for it. Even smoking weed for my first time. She's like, if you're gonna smoke weed, you're gonna smoke weed right here in my house.
Did she smoke weed with you?
Yeah, my mom was big blazing.
Did you get hella high?
Hey, speaking of weed too, man, I keep it on me. You feel me?
Yeah,
Even though
okay.
I'm not smoking right now.
Yeah.
You smoke?
Yeah.
All right, cool, bro. So yeah, I'm dropping my own shit. You feel me? It's powered by my boy Biz Apple Monkey. Yeah, that's for you. You smoking, right?
You know what? I hate you motherfuckers. Like, hold on, you smoke? Because they actually don't really be. I don't really don't see it, but my girl gotta twist it up for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah, you
Teamwork
gotta
makes
twist
the
it
dream
up for
work.
me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't with the.
So we just got into stores. It's white label, and I'm not even trying to flash my shit. I just really wanted to gift you my weed because this is some new shit I'm doing.
Nah, where do you all dispensaries or where can we find it?
We in limited dispensaries right now.
Long Beach,
Catalyst. We're gonna be putting in there. We in Palm Springs, but like I said, we just dropping it right now, and it's gonna, hopefully people fucks with it and enjoy it. We got the Sweet Tooth right there, then the OG Gas House right there.
Is there any amount of money right now that'll have you stop skating?
Nah, I got too much passion for skating, bro. It's like just what I do. Like I said, like even though when I'm like complaining my body this and that, it's really like, damn, I gotta really continue grinding and filming video parts, but I really just would always do it for fun. You know, you'll always catch me at the skate park, just cruising around, catching sesh. You know, that's just what it is, you know. You see OGs, bro, at the skate park, just slappy curves and, you know, skating mini ramp and just, it's staying active, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I always been jealous of you skate niggas, man. I was like, how do you niggas grinding right now on this sidewalk, bro? Like, and you try to get on it once or twice. You know, it's kind of like doing a wheelie. You can do it like at least 5 times and maybe do it, you know, like. But it's not like an ollie or kickflip. Like you can't just go out here and try it like a couple times.
You gotta take it to the skate park.
Now it's difficult. It's difficult.
It's super difficult. But y'all make it look super easy, and then you know you wearing khakis, Vans. Y'all looking icy. I'm like, man.
That's one thing. I love skateboarding, man. The skate parks are the world's our skate park. We could pick up our board and do it anywhere. You know, NBA player, NFL player. You can't just go do it. You know, you got to go to the field. You got to get a team. You got to organize everything. Man, if you bored and you tired or whatever, man, you could go to the skate park late night and just get it in, break a sweat, meet up with some around the world. You know, I've been around the world and I'll pop out and meet someone random and oh yeah, Boujay, you know, next thing you know, we skate in some sick spot. It's a small community, but it's huge and you could do it at any time.
What about that Venice Beach scene? You fuck with that?
Oh, it's Venice. I ain't hating on other locals, but I don't. That's not me, dog. You ain't gonna catch me at Venice Park. You know, it's cool going there every now and then. Like if I go to Venice, I'm there smoking and just chilling. I ain't about skate.
Yeah, because I was too iffy about the swimming pool thing. You know what I'm saying? Going in a circle.
It's all show off. It's all like check me out. You feel me? Everyone, I don't, like I said, that goes back to like contests. I don't like eyes on me. I ain't trying to draw any attention to me. I just want to be mutual and I'm in and out type dude.
So you're still dropping parts? Filming?
Well, yeah, I'm trying, you know, DGK's about to drop a video. I got a couple clips in there. 2023, me and Stevie Williams, we trying to put together a little documentary video part together. Something mellow, but still trying to do something, you know. I'm not on no Jamie Foy tip, but I'm, you know, obviously want to put something cool together for my core fans out there that know what I'm about.
So what's next up for Boujay?
Man, honestly, just staying conscious, trying to like wake up and wake up my team and just pursue what really matters in life. You know, I really want to be on this positive wave and be conscious of our every move. You know, I think that's what life's all about, is showing love and being a unity together. Like, it's really tough in this world because everyone's on this, like I said earlier, on this cool guy vibe where no one really wants to work together. Everyone wants to battle each other and like not connect or not collaborate or be better and use these like negative words and energy. So I don't know, man. I just want to continue doing my thing, spreading positivity and just having fun, really.
Do you think social media and kind of like the rap culture intertwining with skateboarding kind of fucked it up and made people start acting like that?
Nah, it's always been like that, you know, especially skating. It's very like, it's like surfing, you know, very territorial and cliquey. So it's just what it is. But for it to really work, we all just got to come together and be cool and make this money.
Yeah, for real.
At the end of the day, or fuck money, you know, just do what we love so it could like stay cool.
Yeah, so before we get out of here, man, it was nice having you here. Give my boy Boujay sweet tooth, man. Don't worry about nothing. Before we get out of here, do you want to tell the people anything or where you can get Instagram, skate shop, you know what I'm saying? Man, shout it out.
Just none of that, man. I just want to tell everyone, you know, continue to be you guys, man. Strive for the best and stay positive, stay humble out here. Fuck all the bullshit, you know. Show love when you can. And, yeah, do y'all.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Catch me on Back on Fig, you feel me? And catch my boy
Out of Focus BBC.
Yes, sir. You feel me? Catch us then, man. Hope y'all like the interview, man. Appreciate you once again for coming through, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir,
Thanks,
man.
I appreciate you, bro. For real, man.
Yeah, all love, man. But
Talk
yeah.
that shit.
I like that. All right, y'all. We gone.
Peace.